where I would post, but I would still be scared because of all those nights, those 8-hour days where I would edit and then be so excited and then only wake up to no view, 7 a couple views, and I just be devastated, right? Yeah. So I still be scared when I post. So what I would do is real shit. When I would post, I would delete the app. I would just delete. I was like, I don't want to. If you ain't getting up, why you here?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to podcast episode number 32, and today we have a special one from the Centerfold Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Andros Manth, and of course, I'm joined by
Team Features,
and we have an additional guest in here today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blake. My name is Blake. About as clear cut as it gets, man. I'm a content creator. I've been making films for a while now, man. And I'm just trying to get myself kind of steady on the YouTube scene, so to speak, but just a little bit different than everybody else. I want to kind of make it more documentary based. Something unique. So we're just kind of getting our feet wet a little bit, so to speak. And yeah, man. So that's who I am.
Awesome. So you want to? We're gonna go ahead and dive on in with the questioning here. So
okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I've seen you're big into basketball, so I want to know who's the GOAT in your opinion.
In my opinion, they gonna call it, the new age thing, but I think Bron's the GOAT, man. I really do, bro, without a doubt.
That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know, straight up.
I will say this, though. I think Jordan is the most unstoppable bucket getter, like just hands down, especially going back and looking at the films. I'm just like, bro, there's no way nobody can stop him. But I think just as a whole, when we talk about basketball and everything that LeBron is able to impact, I got to give it to him, man. I really do. I just got to give it to him.
Respectable for sure, yeah.
I agree with that decision. It's just LeBron's just way more than MJ. Like, LeBron speaks out on, like, maybe social injustice that goes on, opened up a school. And what is MJ doing? In the club, gambling.
Yeah.
Owning a terrible team, although they got LaMelo now, so it can't be too bad.
Okay. So you ran off that quick little question.
I did, yeah.
So before we really divulge into these topics, you joined the Centerfold for the day. You're a part of the Centerfold.
I am part of the fam, baby.
Okay, this is something special because the name Centerfold was brought up through laughter and friendship, really. So now you're a part of it today, and you're our second guest. Actually, you're our second guest.
Second, okay. Who's y'all's first guest?
We had my friend, his name is Caleb. He's also pretty big on TikTok. So,
okay,
yeah.
So we got him too. I actually heard about you. I found out about him through House. He was featured on House. The clip I saw of him, it didn't do him justice.
Oh, the break
it looked pretty bad. I'm gonna show you later. Look, okay. he can go for sure. Watching the clip, shout out AK, but boy, he was putting AK in a straight jacket. Bro, I love AK. I be coming on his post, bro. He had a straight jacket. I mean, one point in time, he ran off like 12 straight buckets in the game to 13. Jeez. It was crazy.
Yeah, man. It was. I was feeling it that night or that day, and what's so funny is like me and AK are real cool. Like we talk damn near like every day. Like send each other things or whatever the case may be. And he's a really good dude. But yeah, we talk about it all the time. I was like, yeah, bro, like. I just was hitting it like that I just came like kind of prepared, like mentally. I was like, bro, I just gotta like go at it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even know who it was when I first started. They were like, hey, you gonna play AK? And I was like, okay. And then I kind of low key, and I didn't even told AK this. When they told me I was gonna play him, like I looked him up. I was like, okay, who is he?
He was scouting. I like that. He was scouting.
Right? So I looked up who he was, and I was like, I saw the clips, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, all right. So he kind of low key, it gave me a little bit of an advantage knowing who I was going to play because I really came, you know what I mean? Like really prepared. So yeah, I never told him that. So I might send him that clip and be like,
we might have to send AK this clip. How did you like get into like, how did you really get out there and meet, like, how did you meet Jeremy Jones? Because
man,
what's that story go? Well, how does that go from the beginning?
Man, from the beginning. Okay. So, man, yeah, this is a crazy story, right? And it was like, when I tell y'all gonna be like, what? Like, and I don't know, like, can I cuss on the, like, do y'all? I might say a word might slip or not.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I do my best, but
you cannot hold back on this podcast. Don't get on this podcast and lie like somebody.
All right, it's not even like that. All right.
So, all right, so boom. I met Jeremy back in like 2017, 2018, right? I want to say it was definitely before the pandemic, right? And I was working at this this gym facility, and it was owned by Jermaine O'Neal. It's called Drive Nation down here in Texas, right?
Huge Jermaine O'Neal fan.
Like it's crazy because I didn't want to go into work that day. I was like, I'm about to call in. And I walk in the gym, and like my job is to kind of like look at the basketball courts. They have like 6 on each, or 3 on each side, so 6 total. And I just see a dude in the back taking like pictures. I'm like, who is dude? He just looked familiar. And then like I was walking back and it snapped. I was like, yo, that's Jay Jones? Like what? What? So boom, like I think he goes out to like grab something from his car. And I just like, when he came back and I just said something, I was like, bro, like, I'm a fan, woo-woo. And he was like, that's love, whatever. He ended up actually giving me his Neverfold wristband. Craziest story, right? And then after that, he was like, hey, bro, like, I told him I edit. I've been doing a lot of things, because another story y'all don't know is like I used to edit for some pretty successful YouTubers. So I told him that, and he was like, bro, maybe we can use you, we can link up, whatever. And I was like, bet. So that's actually how I got his number. So I got his contact then. Nothing really kind of came up until the pandemic hit. And then what happened? Clay, they were doing those vlogs or whatever. Mm-hmm. They were kind of having a gym. And I was thinking about it. I was like, well, I got his contact. And I was like, everything's kind of really shut down here. I mean, I had the ability to kind of go down there. So I was like, why not give it an opportunity? Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? So I was like, cool. So I hit up Jay, I hit up Clay. They were like, okay, cool. If you want to make the trip down here, more power to you. So I actually ended up going down there and in 2020, but they weren't filming at the time. They had like some college people there. And, at that time, the rules were, if you're D1, you can't really get filmed, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, that happened. So they got me in there, and, I just was hooping with him. And then that's when he remembered me. He was like, oh yeah, I remember you from the gym, X, Y, and Z. So that's really how I ended up meeting Clay, Laney, Art, Alex, all of them, man, just good people. And the one thing I will say, have y'all met any of the just Kick Genius, just that whole crew?
No.
I will say, man, everything that they are on camera, they are in real life, man. Like Trey is just as, like the jokes, the goofiness, Drake. I mean, they're literally like that in person. So that was the biggest thing that like I took away, was like they're real through and through. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So fast forward, I go there. I stayed for about 3 days, get some, just kind of building that kind of connection. I went back home, and I was just kind of talking to Clay. Nothing was kind of making up, because I was still trying to figure out, I guess, my footing, because I didn't want to come into the thing with them and be like, just with my camera and be like, oh yeah, because I didn't want them to think I'm just there for that. Mm-hmm. I really do. I mess with them heavy. So I was like, no, I want to really go build a relationship, make it organic. So things were kind of trying to make things work, whatever. At this time, TikTok was I kind of hopped on TikTok, and
let's talk. We're gonna talk about all this. Go ahead and talk about that story.
I hopped on TikTok, and things just, like I said, started blowing up, whatever the case may be. And I think the only person that kind of knew was Clay, because I kind of kept in contact with him. At this time, I think Jeremy was going through, he was doing his Neverfold, and just a lot of things kind of were going on. So he was just busy. So when I went down there, like I said, I only met Jeremy, not Trey, not Dre. Fast forward to, I want to say it's 2021. I can't remember the month. I'm so bad with time. But Frigga ended up coming out here in Frisco.
Now I kind of remember this part from. I forgot where I heard this from, but I remember this part where like you recorded something for him. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah. So he was out there. He pulled up a Frigga to do like a little park takeover. And the thing about Texas is, man, like everything that they're doing in there, it's like, it's all like, I'm so close to it, right? It's in that Dallas area. I'm just close to everything. So he ended up pulling up, and when he was there, he was like, it really just worked out. And I really want to tell y'all, like, there's just certain details I can't say right now because I got them on a documentary that's coming out. I'm just gonna tell, but I'm telling the full story. But just
no, you good. No, you're good. You're good.
So, anyways, man, like it really worked out, man, because they were gonna get more people, and I guess some people just they couldn't show up. And so Jeremy just was like, "Hey, bro, if you are able to record this for me, I'll let you come down to the house event." And me, even a crazier thing, me and Pratik are old high school AAU teammates.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. And so I was like, that's perfect. So I ended up recording it for him, right? And then he ended up texting me that night, and I was like, yeah, bro. He was like, I'll give you the details, whatever. We're gonna have you, play AK. So I was like, cool. So this is the crazy part. Pratik was gonna play Deshaun, and he was gonna drive there. That night, because Pratik pulled up to the park takeover with me, to see the situation, he ended up getting into a car accident.
Oh, snap. Is he good? Was he good?
He was straight, right? He was good. But he ended up getting a car accident, and he was like, his car got totaled, so he wasn't able to go to the event. Right? Mm-hmm. So if I wouldn't have been able to, like, if Jay didn't invite me, then he wouldn't have been able to go because, I would have had no way of going if Jay didn't say, hey, go. So it just worked 1-to-1 because then I was like, hey, like, hey, I asked him, I was like, hey, are you want to roll together? Because Jay invited me. And he was like, bro, I'm so glad you asked because, like, I was literally about to tell Dre I can't make it because of the car accident. So
that works, too.
It worked, man. Like, by the grace of God, it just worked out just smoothly. So we ended up, that's actually how I got invited out to the event, man, was just being there, right place, right time, I guess, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So where do we go from there? I go to the event. Y'all see what happened, right? It was a good event.
Good event. Yeah, it was a really good event. He was eating.
Yeah, I came, I was like, bro, like, and I was so glad that I was like, because I've been playing, like I still stay, and I got responsibilities more so now than ever, but I was like, I gotta stay in shape or whatever. And I've been playing up until that point. I'd been playing every day for at least 2 months. So I was still, like it was like automatic. So I was like, oh yeah, I gotta show out. So
yeah, he moving.
Crazy. That's how that happened. And that's how I kind of met, I met Trey, Dre, everybody there, and got their info. And oh man, like eventually, bro, we're gonna have some things in the works, man. And I think for a long time I've been following you guys or Keem, I think, and then I saw the podcast. And I knew that you guys kind of like followed,
Yeah, we follow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I watch y'all. I just peep y'all videos, man, and like literally low key, like y'all would just make my day with just some of the things. Y'all just funny, bro. Like,
thank you, bro.
Thank you, much appreciated.
Man,
yeah, I told you he had commented on the John Stockton video.
Yeah.
Oh yes, for sure. I was like that, bro. Because I agree with that. Like, let's just be real. They
definitely. Look, it's a conspiracy theory, and I just so happen to believe in it. Okay.
John Stockton sucks. Bro had a losing record. Bro never averaged a season of more than like 15 points. What was dude doing? How you got
those assists though?
He was moving that.
He was doing with them assists though. He was averaging like double digits assists like every year. It was crazy. I realized John Stockton was like that with this. I didn't realize he was like that though. It was crazy. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, he nasty with assists. But so now you didn't really just gave us a little story. Now we're just gonna like pick and poke at a little moments that you describe. Okay, so start from the beginning of the story. You meet Jay.
Yeah.
So when you meet him, like, are you fanboying low key?
Oh yeah, 210%. Like fucking 100%. Like I was there and I was like shaking low key. I was like, yo, I didn't even know. Like, so when he walked out to his car and he was coming back in, I was like going over the handshake, like so I wouldn't mess it up. I was going over the handshake, so I was like, nice to meet you, Mr. J. Jones, or whatever. I was like, no, I'm not gonna say Mr. Yo, J. And I'm just going over everything I'm trying to say, and I was just like, bro, like, just be cool, like, just relax, take a deep breath. And I just went, I was like, oh snap, that really is Jay Jones, whatever. And I still thought it was super corny in my head. I was like, why did I say that? But then he was just like, yo, what's up? And he's just, like I said, man, real down to earth. So yeah, man. But I was 100%, 210% fanboy. 2000.
That's crazy.
That's gotta be like, to me. So like, did you like look up to him growing up, or he was just somebody you thought videos were cool?
Yeah, I mean, like, and I'll be real, like, though, like, Kid Genius in general, bro, like, yeah, like Jay Jones and everything, they just felt like, and maybe y'all can kind of relate to it. It just felt like us, like, it felt like a home feel of a video. Like, it was just like, you never seen that. You never seen kids like us having the same interest as all of us, kicks, basketballs, all that kind of stuff. And just, chilling, doing dumb shit, doing the Nerf basketball. And it just felt I felt so connected. And that's why, like I said, like, bro, that's why I really hit home. So, I mean, yeah, in a way, it was like kind of like I looked up to him, because real talk, if it wasn't for like Kick Genius, I don't think I'd be interested in the avenue of trying to make content. They really did pave a way for a lot of us.
So many people, dude. It's like, if they wasn't doing what they did, there were a lot of things would not have happened, bro. Because like a point in time, they were like on top, bro. I'm talking about like you walking finish line, bro, and you'd be like, "Is that Trey?" Like what? It was crazy. Like, I don't know what year it was, but when they was at their biggest, bro, they was like, and if people made them stupid lists that came out, if they made them back in like when they were really at their biggest, they would have been like top 2 to like top 5 easily, bro.
Yes.
And there was a point in time Trey could have easily been the best basketball YouTuber, bro.
That's crazy.
There was a point in time.
Yeah, and you got to think about that. Like, they was really doing a lot of the things that we see now as popping, like the mic'd up stuff. Trey been doing.
Promise you, Trey really low-key started the mic'd up, bro. Yeah. See, he doesn't know who this is.
I honestly have no idea what you guys are talking about. But,
oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable though. I get that it kind of just like paved the way for this kind of stuff. Is that what?
Yeah.
What you guys in that?
All the Nick Brisk fighting videos. He didn't pay that way.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's like, and we can talk about that if y'all want to. Like,
we'll get into all that later, but so we can shift the topic into something. He'll talk. He just sitting there looking a little confused.
Yeah.
I know I'm about to be quiet, but you're into film. What's going on with that? You got to start from the beginning of what got you into making film and stuff like that.
So, oh yeah, that's a good one. What got me into film, man? Like I said, really. So whenever Kick Genius had their divide, right? That was around the time I graduated high school, and high school just wasn't a positive experience for me. And so when I got out of high school, I was at a process of really trying to find out what I wanted. I kind of lived in the shadow of what everybody else wanted Blake to be or do. And I kind of knew what I didn't want to do, but I didn't know what I truly wanted to do. And so I when the split happened and Trey started doing his podcasting and he started to branch out and really kind of express maybe some of the things that, he was struggling with, I think just something just kind of clicked, man. And I along with him and other different film, just other maybe documentaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a huge infatuation with documentaries, and I noticed that. And so I kind of realized, like, the biggest thing that I want to do is tell my story, right? Because I think the way Trey did what he did, he just told his story. He didn't have anything super unique, or he wasn't trying to be quote unquote stand out. He was just trying to tell, hey, Miss Jen, you've been helping me. I got problems. Maybe they can help someone else. And that just kind of stuck with me in a very unique way. So I started to kind of create and try to figure out, like, how do I make my own style? You know what I mean? I obviously like helping people in general when it comes to different things, but I didn't know how to. If I can help more than one person, I was like, why not do it through a film? So that's really kind of how I did. I remember my first 2 videos, bro. They were so random, right? So random. My first ever YouTube video, which I hope I can find somewhere, was like, you remember when the wave of like jelly and like Layup. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, we do.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I remember that, dog.
I made a video like everybody would like. Obviously we know who kind of created it. When they would do it, they would come back here.
Yeah,
Nigga, they come back here with it. Nigga, they come back here with it.
Yeah. So, but you had some of these people that weren't doing that. They were like doing like this, and they were saying like jelly, and it angered me, right? Yeah, it just made me so mad. So my first video was like a real like sit down, and I was like, look, y'all are not jellying right. And so like I had clips of what real jelly was. It was just so random, right? And I remember because like a couple people at school had like, I mean, obviously I'm graduated, but they, you know, you would see people around your area or your neighborhood.
Wait, quick question. How old are you?
I'm 22.
He got us beat.
Yeah.
So I'm up there, man. I'm like, you know I look, people are like, oh, you know, you're 18, 19. I'm like, oh man.
We're 19.
We're the opposite. Yeah. People tell us we look like we're 25.
Really?
Yes.
We are 19 years old.
We are 19 years old. People be asking if like we're 25. It's very weird.
That's weird. Yeah, that's it. I would think around 20, like my max, I was gonna say 20. So
yeah. I'll be 20 in a month. So
okay. So yeah, man. Y'all are young, bro. Like I said, and that's another thing. You know, we can talk about maybe just like, you know, advice and things later on. Because, yeah, bro, I got a lot of things that I'm hoping that, you know, can help y'all for sure. So, but yeah.
Yeah, we gonna get into them real questions. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That how the way you got in the film and stuff like that. So
yeah,
are we allowed to talk about this? Because you said you edited for a couple of high end YouTubers. Can you name who they are now?
Yeah. So I edited for what's his name? So do you know who? It was in that DDG realm. So are y'all familiar with like Ty the Guy? It's Essie.
Ty the Guy is familiar.
Yeah, so it's Essie and Ty the Guy were dating at one point. And I edited for her for a time being. I can't remember the year now. I think it was in 2020. I think I'm almost positive 2019, 2020.
Okay.
I was editing for her for a little bit. I think I did a couple videos with Ty the Guy for his gaming channel. And yeah, and the only reason, like I said, I stopped doing that was we both wanted two different things. You know, I kind of wanted to make their content better in a way or unique, and they just kind of wanted someone to, you know what I mean?
Make their content better.
Well, yeah, I mean, at one point she was like, you know, she did a video and, you know, she asked the people like, hey, do y'all like that? And the video was sitting at like 600,000, 700,000 on YouTube. And, you know, they were like, yeah, I love the video. Like, it's fire, X, Y, and Z, whatever the case may be. And so I just kind of wanted to put like, cause I would obviously look at videos and try to edit like kind of like similar, but I kind of know my own style, right? And that's kind of like how
I feel like that's how people usually do it though. They start off looking at somebody and like like how we're doing with our thumbnails right now. Like I watch a lot of peer to peer, so our thumbnails look basically identical to them. And then I watched the other podcast called Got Fit 15, so I add something that they do from there too, and I kind of mix them up. And then eventually I'm gonna find my niche in between those two things. So that's kind of how it works.
Yeah. So that's why. And so I watched, like I said, my things were a lot more like my editing style did a lot around documentaries. So I had a lot of things like I'm really in love with like authentic, like just transparency, authentication. So like I love podcasts because it's just real. Y'all are talking, y'all are having fun, y'all are laughing. So most of my videos would have a lot of, you know, obviously I would highlight moments, but it would be moments within like what's funny organically. Like if somebody said funny, yada yada, I would highlight that. And so, you know, with her, she wanted the editing style of like the meme, meme heavy.
Oh yeah, that don't fit your style then. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it just wasn't my style. Like and like I said, people loved the video, the type that I made, but she was wanting like, you know, to get a video, super quick turnaround time, like basically like a quick edit. I have someone to edit for, and that be that. And I was looking for like, hey, like if we're looking to do this, you know, let's take it to the next level. And we just, like I said, didn't see eye to eye. I don't like say, oh, well, screw her or whatever the case. We just didn't, differences in what we wanted. And so we just kind of went our separate ways. Same thing with Ty. I think he wanted super quick videos when it comes to the gaming things and all that kind of stuff. And they liked the video, but they were like, it takes you time. Your turnaround time is not what we expected. We wanted to be a lot faster. And, the time frame differences kind of threw me off. And plus, if I'm being real, being transparent, they weren't paying me enough for me to,
Yeah.
That's important. Hey.
So,
how did you even get that opportunity to work with them? Like, how did did you like reach out to them, or they hit you up? Like,
just DM, yo, you need an editor.
That works.
Like,
no. I think that we think, and there is some truth to, just now DMs being one of those situations where it's just like, it's a shot in the dark. But I think when people feel like you can provide something for them, there's opportunities for you. So if you were like, hey, look, if you need an editor, and let's just say, because it wasn't just them, right? I did it for a mass amount of YouTubers. And honestly, if they were the biggest ones, right? And a couple of them were like, hey, yes, whatever. And I wasn't really smart, because at that time I was kind of like, oh, okay, Essie and Ty were like, because I had the phone numbers, right? They were calling me up, FaceTime me, hey, whatever. So I just put all my eggs in one basket, and that's where I kind of slipped up. Mm-hmm. But it was a blessing too, because I realized, like, all the stuff I really want to do, sometimes it just doesn't work for everybody. Specifically sometimes what I want. So, it worked out in its own right. But yeah, that's actually kind of how I got into editing, and like I said, kind of hone my skill, even in that way. So,
anything you want to say?
No. I'm very intrigued in the story.
Yeah,
I like it.
Hey, man,
I'm good.
You can kind of low key tell he's an editor just by the way he's able to like tell a story. So
definitely, yeah.
So now let's get into this topipic. You TikTok famous. Let's not act like you got 3 videos.
That TikTok famous.
Let's not. No.
That joint hit different. That TikTok. TikTok fame.
Don't duck anything, and you better not lie. Don't hold back either.
All right.
What was it like when that first video you was like, this isn't getting 200 views? It was like every time you refresh it, it was like 1,000 more. What is that first? Like, what was the first video that got you famous?
So I'll be a little transparent. This is where it ties into like the gems for you guys to kind of help you guys out.
Okay.
I was working at a warehouse, and I was working the overnight shift. And I would work the overnight shift. I come home at 2. I would get on YouTube, or I'd have a video, and I would spend 8 hours. So from 8 hours, I'd edit to make a whole like just a film, just kind of honing my skill, whatever, just excited about it. Mm-hmm. And I'd put it out, and I'd go to sleep, and I wake up something around 5 p.m., right? So I'm just tired. And my video would only have like 7 views. And
feeling.
I would do that. I did that for a year, every day, just hoping that expectation. Mm-hmm. So if anybody knows that pain or that frustration, and that's initially why I was reluctant to get on TikTok. So I'm like, somebody can get on there and fake break their leg or shake their butt or whatever, and get
throw that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that pain was a struggle, and I would constantly kind of battle with my comparison to other people. I would constantly battle with, just a lot of those doubts. Like, is my content bad? Am I trash or whatever? And the truth is, it has nothing to do with any of that. It really, truly, absolutely doesn't. Because there's bad content all the time that gets, like I said, hella views.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when I finally got on TikTok, I remember I went into UPS, and I just started praying. I was like, Lord, look, I don't know. I didn't want to do basketball content. I don't know why.
Why? Right? You're shying away from that currently right now. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah. Didn't want to do basketball content, maybe because I felt like what was going on with the Nick Bridge, like how we see now, I didn't want to be that guy that's just like, there's 1,000 basketball gurus, right? And you need to do this one special move, whatever, all that. And like none of that, all that is food. All that's food and all that's it's just not real. And I just didn't like I said, I'm big on organic. So
yeah,
I didn't want to mislead people. So I was like, I didn't feel qualified. So I didn't want to do basketball content, but I know people love information that can help them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, God, I said, look, the main reason I want to do content, I said, I want to help people. I mainly want to help people. That's what I want to do. If basketball is the way, because basketball is something I just know. I before I got into film, basketball was my life, 210%. I can tell you a set. I can tell you a this. I just know it.
That basketball brain.
Yep. On court coach.
Yeah, you got it.
Everything's deliberate. So that's why, like, even when I was playing AK, like when I saw a rhythm or a pattern that he was using, I said I immediately knew what to do.
Oh, he had that shit on lock.
Wow, that's crazy.
We don't watch the game.
But it was all deliberate, 100%. So, but people don't know that because I don't really talk about basketball like, oh, yada, yada, yada. But because I just don't like the way the culture is going now. And that's for another topic. But anyways, I was just praying because I was going into work and obviously I hated my job. So I was like,
put a job.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So I was just like, God, if you want me to help people and this is what you want me to do, I'll do it. I don't really want to, but I'll do it. So my first video was like for short hoopers, you guys need to implement a small sidestep, right? Sidestep your game. And it was just me doing it on my friend who's like 6'7", whatever. And I got him with a sidestep and I hit the shot. And that was my first video, right? And what I encourage is that wasn't my first TikTok account. I had a personal account that I was trying to do other stuff on, wasn't really working. So I deleted that, made a fresh new account. And this is the first video I hit. That one did 30,000.
Wow.
Damn.
I was like, okay. All right. If this is what you want me to do, I'll do it. Right? I'll do it. Now I had a little bit of it's like a traumatic effect where I would post, but I would still be scared because of all those nights, those 8-hour days where I would edit and then be so excited and then only wake up to no view, 7 a couple views, and I'd just be devastated, right? Yeah. So I'd still be scared when I'd post. So what I would do was real shit. When I would post, I would delete the app. I would just delete. I was like, I don't even want to look. I don't want to know what happened because I'm scared. Like I don't want to have that confidence in it. So I had no confidence in it. So my second video, I remember I had a terrible day, right? And so the beginning of the day, I posted a video of what not to do, right? It was a video of what not to do, X, Y, and Z with Kirby again. He blocked my shot or whatever. Yeah. Maybe you've seen it, you know what I mean? But it was a funny clip, right? He blocked my shot. And it was actually part of a vlog that I had, which I may, post that one of these days. Pretty cool, pretty dope vlog. But I posted that and it was the beginning of the day. And the same thing I did with the first video I did with this one. I was like, I posted, I deleted. I didn't check it, and I was going through a lot that the whole day, right? And the last thing I did, it was late night, and I was gonna go get me some food, and this just changed everything for me. I downloaded the app, I looked, and I had 99 plus notifications.
Bruh,
wow,
that is wild. Cause I know that feeling, bro.
And man, it just your heart drops, your whole stomach is just like. What? And I looked at the video and had 7K. I refreshed it. Like he said, 8K, 9K.
Going up 1,000.
Bro.
Yo,
the video hit 10K. I called him up and I said, "Hey man, you can quit that job now, bro. We going to the top." I said, "Hey, quit that job, bro." remember what I said? Just follow my lead. Come on, I'm gonna put you in the back. Quit the job, bro. He ain't quit. He was scared. He ain't quit.
Yeah, no, like
I need some financial stability. Just
yeah, man. But that feeling make you want to quit right then and there. Like I'm not gonna lie. If I found out at work, I might have got fired on the spot. I might have been like, you know what I'm saying? I would have gone crazy. And then you got to think like, not only is the views going up because it's an informative video, the followers were going crazy.
Yep.
Like, go ahead.
We not getting the follower traction.
We're not getting the follower
we getting the view traction. We trying to get the followers, but now since we partnered up with somebody now, shout out Players Choice. We partnered up now, so we out here signing contracts, making moves. So
Real talk, man. So like the follower count, because like I said, I went the 30,000 video. I think that got me to about that 30,000 video. I roughly probably gained about 1,000 followers, just 1,000.
Where they do that at? Where they do that at?
The video that kept blowing up, it ended up it maxed out at 500,000 views, right? That one ended up growing me from like 1,000 to like 7,000.
When that 9.2 million video hit.
Oh my God! So yeah,
we can do that.
Yeah, that one.
Now let's go to the first million first. Let's go to the first million.
The first million. Wow, that's I have stories for all of these, so that's crazy. Yeah, the first mil, I knew it was gonna be a mil.
Word?
100%, and I knew it because I finally figured out what I was fighting, and that's what I'm. This is a tip for you guys. You guys are not fighting bad content. I mean, to an extent, yeah, you're fighting oversaturation of the fact that there's a lot of people that have podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing you guys are fighting is the algorithm. Simple and plain. That's it. And once you realize that, once you realize that and you figure out how to roll with it, you're out of here 100%. And I'm gonna tell you, give you an example. I had posted some videos. I always get in this battle, even when the TikToks that I'm doing now. I get in this constant battle of what I want to post versus what I know will get me views.
Mm-hmm.
And I constantly have to have that battle with myself because as much as I love basketball and as much as I want to incorporate what I'm doing, I don't want to just post skits or I don't want to just post certain things. I don't like that. And so I have this constant battle. So I was posting videos that I kind of wanted to make. I thought they were funny, in my opinion, a little bit more high quality, but they just weren't getting views, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just weren't getting views. I was like, 14,000. And I know that sounds like sounds kind of bad. Like, yeah, you're tripping over 14,000 views. That's a lot of people.
It's not beautiful to us.
Yeah, right. But I knew something was off because people were enjoying it, but it wasn't getting out there. And this is the prime example. My first meal is a prime example. So I watched this dude, and I may tell y'all in private who it is because I want to get the world I'll give y'all my secrets. I don't want to get the world my secrets.
No, you good. So, we'll keep it on the tuck.
So, right. So I watched this guy and he's pulling in a consistent 10 million views, right, on TikTok. And I'm watching him and I see his format. It's the same format every single time. Blowing just views out the ass. I'm like, damn, okay. So what I did was I thought about it. And I said, okay, I'm going to incorporate that just in basketball form. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to incorporate the exact same format that he chose in basketball content. Once I did it, the way it looked seamless. It was a good day outside, whatever case it may be. Looked at it and I said, I remember texting the girl that I was with at the time. I was like, it's gonna go. She's like, your video? I was like, I promise you, this one's gonna go. I have a strong. I remember texting her, just literally. I posted. I said, it's gonna go. An hour hit. I think it was already, and that's rare. An hour hit, and it was already at like 70,000.
Wow.
Oh no.
Yeah, like an hour hit, and I said, I told you. I literally. I'm matter of fact, it's so funny. I have the text. I probably have the text where I was like, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. And so I figured it out what it was, what the whole dynamic was. It's the algorithm. And to be real with you, it wasn't even that good of a video. And the reason why I say that is because if you look at the comment ratio, there's one dude on the next video, because the next video I have, it's either at 1 million or it's at the high 600,000, something like that.
Some light.
And
some light.
Yeah, he thought he's like, hey bro, you're buying you're buying your views.
Yeah. What?
And it had nothing to do with that. It had to do with the fact that the video probably wasn't that good, but it's relatable. It was to the point. It's what the algorithm wanted, and it just kept pushing it. Just kept going.
That's good.
So I figured that out, and then from really there on, man, like I just tried to kind of keep that format kind of going, And like I said, you run into walls, so to speak. At least I do, creatively, because I'm like, there's only so much with basketball that I can kind of,
There's only yeah.
And I don't want to keep, because and that's another thing. I make original content, so I don't look at a TikTok and then use that sound, and then I make all mine original, whatever it comes to mind. Like the one that ended up on House of Highlights and ESPN and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's that whole series. I was really about to say. I remember going through House of Highlights, and I was like, "Is Blake?"
Yep. Yeah.
It was Blake. And it's over here. It's over here, him playing on the 7-foot goal. I'm like, yo, the video we was looking, because we was low-key doing our
we were doing
research. He was like 9.2 million.
I was like, whoa.
And bro, the thing that set it off was, he was like, bro, this is relatable. Those are his exact words.
Yeah.
He was like, this is relatable. I think what made that video blow up, because we seen people. Of course, we probably seen people make videos like that, but like, you was outside with it. You was actually outside with it by yourself, and like you just had an actual tripod set up, and you was at like, the way you made it seem like I was in there with you too, making the video.
Right.
That's how open it was, and it was so real. Like the senior can really do whatever he wants.
That bro, I was just talking about that. Yeah.
Yes. The senior mess up on the drill. Hey, let me run that back real quick. Hold on, back up.
Right. Exactly. And so like, that was what I wanted to hit home on, is that relatability. Like, we've all been through, like, I feel your pain, so to speak. And you hit that on the head. Like, relatable content goes way longer. And that's when I kind of realized, like, when I was making my videos, even though they might have been really good, they weren't necessarily resonating, because they don't really know me, or they don't really understand, like, hey, like, some of these things are not necessarily relatable to us. So that's I'm making a quick video that like I said, when coach says touch the line, and the seniors doing whatever they want. And I mean, that video has hit to the point where I'm seeing, I think it's international. Like I see people speaking Spanish on it. I seen a
hell no.
Oh wow.
No, like I seen for a little bit, they were having like a little, whatchamacallit, like a conversation, like little threads, and it was all Spanish, and I was like, I'm liking it. Bet. Yeah. Hey, cool. So yeah, man. Like y'all said, it was really relatable, and I was glad, but to be real, like that video, like I was outside that day, and I was just like, I mean, it was hot as hell, and I was
that
just
shit
like,
look hot, bro.
Texas, yeah, it gotta be
Texas
hot.
Breed out here, man. I've lived here all my life, and yeah, it's a different breed. So I went out there. That video probably took me 3 minutes to make.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's why I'm telling y'all, like, it's really about that format more so, but also, like you said, it does have to be relatable. You can't just be like, okay, let me just half whatever. But that video didn't take me anything to make, and even the same one that the one I did after that one did like 100,000, and that one took a little bit longer, because I do a couple takes just to make sure they're solid.
For sure.
But yeah, that those really don't take too long for me to make. And because you got to think, I'm coming from YouTube trying to make documentaries, and then I come to this, and I'm like, all I got to do is kind of set the camera up and act a little bit, and
Yeah, that works just fine. But like, I really do feel like what makes a lot of content good is just how well you can relate to them. Because if it's not if I can't, when I say relatable, it can either be like, oh yeah, I relate to this certain situation, or almost like, I feel like I'm in the same room they're in laughing right now. Like I feel like I'm just across them from them laughing.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's the kind of content I love. Like, I'm not dissing anybody that like doesn't make content that's not relatable. At the end of the day, you gotta pay your bills. But I do think the long lasting people, and people just have the long lasting people, and the people with the strongest community content is the most relatable. And I just think I really do think it's great what you do. I try to comment every now and then. He might not see it, because when you got 9.2 million views, we just two
get
niggas.
Lost in the shuffle. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably get lost in there. So you got the high. Is that the highest view video?
Yeah, that one, the coach touching the line is that one's
what?
my. for sure.
Who were this famous people that reached out to you during that time? Or just not really.
Not specific people. It was just like companies like Dunk, Overtime.
Oh yeah, I know all them.
Crazy.
ESPN. And then I saw that when you know, I saw like famous people commenting on the video on House of Highlights, which I thought was super crazy.
That's gotta be
Yeah, that's gotta be
crazy.
Yeah, bro, like a couple NFL players, I was like, yo, like he commented, and I wanted to say something under, but then I'm like fanboy, so I was like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. But like, I see you seeing, you know what I mean? That's
why the follow ratio is so low on Insta? What's up with that?
It's hard to like, it's hard to transfer because that's the thing about TikTok is it's the times are different, man. Like you being like they just scroll past. Like most of the people are just gonna see your video, scroll, oh cool, haha, whatever, boom, and they're just gonna go. And so it's hard to build that core base of people because everything is so fast and they're just on to the next. And so, you know, transferring is hard. It's probably been my hardest, my biggest thing that I'm trying to figure out myself. But I will say this. I did a video, and I don't know if you guys are following me at this point. I did a video about the different states. Like
Texas,
the different
yeah, I seen that recent. That's recent. I seen that.
Right. So, but that one is I did if you watch my first video, I think I put it back, I unprivated it, but I did that once before, and who reached out? It was Slam, I think. Slam, you know, that they reached out and they were like, hey, this is a really dope video, X, Y, and Z. They didn't want to use it, but they just thought it was really dope. And that video hit like 600,000. So that was one of my biggest videos at that time too, because I took a break from TikTok for a little while, and then when I came back like really grinding, that was one of the videos that blew me up again. And what happened? So my mind went blank. So what were we talking about? So I did. Go ahead. Oh, the ratios. Oh yeah. So here's what I did. I ended up making like, I think 4 parts of that. And everybody wanted their state. And eventually, like, you know, when I first did it, I was like, I was already gonna do a couple states, right?
Everybody want their state.
Everybody wants the state. I'm like, bro, I don't know what y'all do in Maine. I don't know how you know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all do. And so it just got to the point where they're like, Delaware, North Dakota,
North Dakota. Ain't nothing going on in North Dakota.
Yeah, I'm like, what are y'all didn't even know y'all hooped up. Like, I mean, I know y'all probably hoop, but it's like certain places, I'm like, bro, it's too cold for, like, what are y'all doing? So it kind of got to a point where I was like, but before I did it, I was like, I'm gonna be smart. So I had created a whole new Instagram because I don't know why. I still don't know why. I'm unbanned now, but they banned my Blake account on Instagram. Don't know why. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a new account. I was at like, I think it's just friends and family. So I was up like 60 something followers on my Instagram. Mm-hmm. I told them, I was like, hey guys, if you want your state, follow and DM me your state. Right? Smart. That shot me up to basically what I'm at right now, is around like 600, whatever.
Dang.
And my DMs for about a month straight were flooded. I can show y'all just scrolling down.
Give me a number.
Huh?
Give me is it just saying 99 plus?
Oh yes.
That's such crazy. An insane feeling, bro.
Yeah. It was, and like I said, my favorite at the time, my favorite app was like Instagram. So I still love Instagram, right? That's the one app that I gotta discipline myself for real. Like, you know, on a daily basis, like I'm like, bro, get off this app. Like it's not good. Yeah. So for Instagram, I was just like, yo, but it just kind of got to a point I was just like I couldn't kind of keep up with it. I'd really have to like work hard to like, you know, get to it. But it was cool to see that love.
Quick little sidebar.
Yeah, man. Oh, go ahead.
You got 99 plus. Everybody in your DMs.
What is this? What is the question?
Who's in your DMs?
Oh my
god.
Now I said. Now I just want to know. Out of the 99 DMs, is only dudes?
No, those girls.
So what's that? What's that looking like? So they see. So if you got 9.2 million views and let's say there's 14 million people on this earth.
Oh my!
And
okay.
we gotta break it. And 10 million are girls.
All right.
What is that ratio looking like? First of all, you in a relationship right now?
Nah. I'm in a. I don't know.
Don't say nothing that's gonna get you.
Yeah,
don't say nothing.
Don't incriminate yourself now. Don't do that.
Right. I'll just say that I am. What do you call it? What do they call them now? Situationships.
Talking stage.
The talking stage, which I think is whack. But yeah,
you wanna give the special someone a little
shout out? Let's say like I definitely gotta tread softly because I might get a text if someone sees this and they're like, "So what you mean you was yada yada?" What the hell? You know what I mean? So, but nah, there was definitely like I said, I got guys and girls in the DMs. They were saying, "Hey, can you do this day X, Y, and Z?" And so I got to them all, which took me forever, but I got to them all. Every time I got down to like 32, I get another 99 plus the next day, and I'm like, oh, shit. So, but I got to them all, and I'm glad. Like I said, I want to, like you guys are trying to do, like build that core of people that just mess with y'all. You know what I mean? So I try to make sure that I do respond to DMs, and I don't want to be that influencer, so to speak, that like just never responds to DMs. I've tried my best to get around to them, but I will say, you know what I mean, and I'm a firm believer in what y'all are doing. It's gonna take, like, when you guys get to that point and it's like 99, y'all gonna be like, oh my God. Like,
that would be nice.
I understand why sometimes it's hard to just reply to everybody because you can't. You're only two people, so. But it is a good feeling to know that people are wanting something from you that you're able to give back to them in some form or fashion.
So that's kind of crazy right now because like the people we're about to partner up with, all right.
I think this is back.
For the people, it's kind of weird because the people that we're partnering up with right now, they're like, we're little and they're trying to like put us on their platform, and we're like. Yeah. Why are you trying to like put us on? Can't you go? Y'all can go mess with people who are like bigger than what we are right now. But it's kind of cool because like you put out content hoping it's gonna be good. You put it out, and when you first start, it's like only me and like the video getting two views.
Yeah,
we only have like 32 podcasts out.
And like our very first episodes, those things were. Ooh.
It was so like the very first of all, we were recording them.
No. Our first we were recording in that kitchen. It was in the kitchen.
No, that was the first one we put out. The first one was in that room with no lights, and all we had was the sunlight.
Yeah.
We had to open the window so we could have some sunlight in there, and it was recorded on a little GoPro. Like the first 15 videos we made was recorded on a little GoPro, bruh.
It was a terrible GoPro. I don't miss it.
I don't miss that crap either.
I don't miss it.
It was on a. And I don't know if you know about GoPros, but the one we had, we could only record for 8 minutes and like 32 seconds.
Oh.
So we had to always monitor, and then every now and then it would just freeze up.
It would freeze up. It would heat up. It would heat up. It would freeze up, and and we wouldn't be able to record that night. We're like, all right, come back tomorrow.
But we were committed to it. We're like, yo, we gonna make some move.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes this journey, like you said, like worth it, man. Is like, it's hard because, like you said, you feel like you're putting things out and you're like, well, I hope these people mess with it. You know what I mean? And if they don't, it's like, and I think that's the thing that I want to give you guys encouragement about, just because the biggest thing is, it's not that y'all's content is bad, because it's not, right? You guys are funny. You guys have everything that y'all need to succeed. It's just that people don't know your name. That's it. You know what I mean? Don't stress. Like I used to, because I tested it one time, right? And this is a really cool story. I had a video that I did with my friend. I thought it'd be a really dope idea for TikTok, and I did it, right? We were doing like trick shots or whatever, like contested, but it was like slow-mo. And I was like, I kind of stole, I didn't steal, but I saw this girl do it. Like I said, like looking at videos and then taking the idea and trying it for basketball. So I did it. I put it on TikTok, right? The video did like 500 views, 1,000 views, right? I was bummed. I was mad. So I did something I never do. I checked out Reels and I put it on Instagram, right? I put it on Instagram. Yeah. The video is sitting at 122,000 on Instagram. Same video. Exact same video. So it had nothing to do with, is your video bad, or or X, Y, and Z, once again, what are you fighting? You're fighting the algorithm. It's just what you're fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, wanted to be inspirational.
Yeah, man, because I think that a lot of times people that want to do and branch out in this, they realize how it's for everybody. It's not a famous overnight, or I'm a quick boom figure and I'm making the money or whatever. And so they feel like their content is bad, or they want to quit, or they're not, quote unquote worthy enough. And it's not that. It's just, sometimes people get things that some people are famous and they really don't know why their method worked. It just kind of worked for them for whatever reason, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing that. And that's how it happened. And so everybody's different. So I want to encourage y'all, man, because y'all do have it, man. Like keep going.
Thank bro.
That's awesome.
That means a lot to it, actually.
Yeah.
So like the situation you're in right now is kind of what. So I've been keeping track. I've been keeping up with you a little bit. My free time, I try to keep up with you. You're stagnant at 39,000 right now. You're probably gonna hit 40,000 by the time you get off this call. Knowing you,
I think I'm at 40. You talking about on TikTok, right? I'm
TikTok,
at 40 point something right now. I think I actually hit 40,000. Yeah, I hit it. It was crazy. I was like,
yeah, I knew he was sitting on it for a little minute. So, but you don't want to do basketball content. I can tell you want to do it, but I know that like you want to put out some art, bro. You want to put out like movies, bro. You want to make movies. You don't want to make
huge movie guy over here.
You don't want to be a big movie guy. You don't want to make like 12-second clips for the rest of your life. You want to be like, hey, I'm funny over here. Hey, but come watch this movie I'm finna make on this YouTube channel.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And nowadays, people attention spans are so it's like a nap, bro. It's like 2 seconds. Like if you're not moving faster in it, and that's something that I've been like watching. I've been watching some of your videos too, so we can like get better at making TikToks. Because at first we didn't really know how to work TikTok at all. So I don't even touch
TikTok with a 10-foot pole. So
so like. Bro, I'm telling you, I've been watching so many TikToks just trying to steal what they do, little things that they do, because one thing we're really big on is staying like authentic and just staying ourselves. We don't want to, like you said earlier, it'd be so easy to blow up, go to a video, and I'm like, hey Andre, get on the other team and let's randomly fight. And let's go to the park, Andre, and let's incite some violence, but let's bring some goons with us so we know that we're not getting our ad beat. It'd be so easy to dump out some content like that. Sounds like you're
calling somebody out right there.
Yeah.
I ain't going nobody out.
Okay.
Like I have so many hooping friends, bro. I'll come and be like, yo, bro, let's come here. And towards like when the score is like 7-7 to like 5, me and you, let's argue. It'd be so easy to like, or even just go to a park with people that we know we can beat their ass. And if we fight, let's go there. Let's do all this. It'd be so easy to do all that, but we're like, nah, bro. We're gonna stay authentic. Like we've recorded like 50-something episodes, but like we personally didn't feel like it was good enough to put out. So we're like, even though it's just like us three putting it out, and maybe nobody's gonna see it. I know personally we wouldn't be okay. No, we put something out that was like half-assed. Like it wasn't our 110%. And I know you have to be the same way from the fact that you make a 3-minute video, but I know for a fact you probably over here like this might not hit, even though if you send it to someone else, they're like, yo, this is hilarious, and you're just sitting on the fence about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I made over 120 YouTube videos that's either on private, never seen the light of day.
Yeah, I know that.
I've made a plethora of TikToks that have never seen the light of day. Instagram shorts. I mean, yeah, you guys are right. I mean, constant time and effort, constant times where you've hit the wall and you spend a day doing something only to look at it and you're like, no, that's just not it. Like, I'm doing it. So no, and that's part of what being a creator is. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure if we were painters, there's gonna be times where we paint they paint some shit and they're like, bro, this did not come out how I wanted it to come out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's a space that that's always gonna be there, right? That's always going to be the process of what you do. And I think the key word for all of this that we got to learn is being adaptable, right? When you guys are doing what you guys are doing, if you guys, like you said, people have to know your name. So there might be things, like I said, not necessarily outside of the moral boundaries that you do. Like you said, you don't need to argue with someone to get views, or you don't need to X, Y, and Z. But like I said, if you're able to format your content a different way to get those followers and those views, right? Then you go back to what you really want to do, you'll be set. And I think that's the kind of boundary that I was struggling with, was like, how do I stretch that format, or how do I change that? Because like I said, I don't want to sit out here and argue with someone. I don't want to sit out here, because those things people don't realize, like, I don't know, it matters. It does matter, because it's one of those situations where that's what you get known for, right? If you're always fighting, if you're always arguing, and you're always X, Y, and Z, that's what is going to breed that energy. So like someone like Nick, if that's what he wants to do, cool. But you got to understand, you get injured, you stop X, Y, and Z. What do you have? Because that's all they came there for. They came there for the fight, for the argument. And in this industry, just as fast as they love you, bro, they can hate you.
Now, my bad. Keep going. My bad. I'm so sorry.
No. I was done. After that. Go ahead.
Bad. So it was like, so the thing about these basketball YouTubers, bro, like, I understand their job is to just play basketball, but I'm kind of curious to see how long this really goes. Like, because you have people who are like good hoopers, but they just not entertaining.
Right.
So I'm kind of curious to see. I need to know where the climax is. I need to know where the peak is. Where the peak is.
I'm nervous, because I'm concerned on how it's gonna play out too, because I think what people don't understand is, like, let's just take Flight, let's take Cash, let's take all the original IRL basketball.
Great
right?
content, bro.
They made great content, and it was fun because, let's just be honest, they weren't that good, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't good, bro.
That's why
especially
the crossover of the century, bro. When Cash crossed Flight,
right, bro. Bro, I remember I was in school when that happened. Like, I'm with y'all. Like, that's what made it fun. But they were also like they played 2K. They did all other things that they were in the realm of basketball, but they weren't necessarily that good of hoopers. So they were the king of entertainment, and they did that for our entertainment. And it was entertaining because they weren't that good, right?
Yeah.
So fast forward now, where you got these kids that grew up, they're good, right? A lot of them are good. Frigga, Cam Wilder, a lot of other people, they're good basketball players. And I think it's becoming one of those situations where, I mean, it's just shaky, man. Like people, everybody's kind of putting out basketball content now.
It's nothing is different.
Yeah, everything is basketball content now is just super oversaturated. And I've always been, that's another reason why I just don't want to put it out. It's not that, I hate basketball. I just don't like where the culture's going personally, because that's just never been me. I've always been a person that's like, I'm not necessarily, people consider me, I don't consider myself introverted, but if I see like like everybody's kind of doing this, I'm gonna kind of like be like, okay, let me step out the boundaries and just kind of, you know what I mean? And I think it's different for every, I would say, genre, right? Just because everybody's wanting to rap doesn't necessarily mean you should sing. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm saying.
Yep.
It just kind of, for what we're going through, because it's fairly new. You got, like Cash and them are not really even doing it. They're just kind of reacting at this point.
Yeah.
And you got the new people on the scene, Cam Wilder, Frida Briz. So
the thing I like Cam Wilder a lot, bro. Just because I like him, because he's entertaining. So beyond this basketball stuff, bro, it's entertaining on top of that. So like we said, if he gets an injury, I promise you, bro can chill at the crib and make TikToks. Now this isn't a diss to like Devontae or like the K Showtime or the Nick Briz. If they were to start making,
you got the GOIs who like stuff like that, where it's just like, where it plummets. Like you said, you got Cam Wilder, who's entertaining, right? And other people. Then you got the trolls, Nick, GOIs, and then it's kind of like it blurs a line, and that's where I get. That's just not me. Like, I don't want to act. And did you see his latest video, Cam faded video about the whole GOY situation?
Bro, that was hilarious, bro.
Isn't that the dude that be dribbling?
The dribbling dude, the dribble.
Oh, that dude. Oh,
the really fast dribbling. When he dogged him. We all dogged him, bro.
Right.
Like
right.
It's just I'm at the point to where it's like, I feel like GOY right now is on a search to stay relevant. I feel like he knows deep down. This isn't even to like try to diss him.
Right.
Like,
right.
I just, bro, he's like the same age as us, so I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's like, and I'm happy that he's at the spot in his life right now. It's interesting to see where he would pivot from, because he's gonna have to pivot to something else, because eventually people are not gonna care, or there are gonna become more people who start to dribbling, and so now they're gonna start to outshine him. What?
Yeah. Well,
can't handle it.
Go ahead. Or what were you saying, man?
I was just gonna say, man, that dribbling stuff, I just can't handle it. They just don't be going anywhere.
No. It gives me, like, I've at the point where, like, I told somebody the other day, I was like, if my daughter or ex-wife, like, whoever wants to play basketball, I don't know how I'm going to sit through it, because sometimes just seeing bad basketball, it just almost gives me an aneurysm. I can't do it. Like, it just bothers me. So yeah,
I feel the exact same way.
I can't watch. I just can't watch. I can't. Like, I'm just like, nope, not gonna do it, because it's like he's literally just dribbling that one way. But that's another thing, is like, I feel bad for what's going on with Gio, because he's getting a taste of, like, he's getting attention, but it's not the right attention, right? Because either they're going to kind of like support him, be like, oh, but it's kind of like back-ended because they're laughing at him.
Yeah.
Or they're straight dogging him. And it's he's trying to live and keep up a persona. And I think it can end up really hurting him in his personal life, more so than anything. And so like I said, we don't want to just sit here and just be like ragging on him, but the way he's going and he's lacking guidance, because someone needs to tell him, look, for your best interest, you need to disappear. Like, you just need to stop, because it's still at a point now where if you do go away, people they'll be like, remember GOY's kid X, Y, Z, and you'll always have that internet kind of name, so to speak, but you can rebrand and remarket yourself to whatever you want to be, right? And I don't think that he should continue to chase, and not in my opinion, this is my opinion, or if he wants to really do basketball, I think he has to get with someone who is really good and it's going to teach him, hey, like, this is what you want to do. But your current, like, how people see you right now is only going to lead to despair one way or another. And then it gets to a point where if something gets really bad and his mental health is affected and he does something to hurt himself, we're looking at it differently. Like, dang, we didn't know, it was this bad. You know what I mean? But you got thousands of people telling you you're trash, you're ducking, or whatever the case may be. If you're not able to handle that, it can really end it, be a detrimental situation. So, I mean, I don't know.
I totally, like, I really totally agree with that. I don't want to say he should just drop that. I don't want to say he just drop off the face of the earth completely. But I am rooting for him. So I am very interested to see how he pivots. Another guy, Zero Bounce. I love that guy. Dude is hilarious. Dude is hilarious. There's a lot of these people. Like, I just think we're missing, like, the entertainment side of YouTube, because I feel like right now we're getting towards the, like, hoopers. I'm sorry, I love y'all boys, but a lot of these, like, I mean, that might not be that. It might just be because I'm not, like, a basketball head, but for some reason I just don't find it interesting enough for me to stay on a 20-minute video of you going to the park and hooping.
I don't either. I really
and a big
either.
Crowd in the back, like, you cross step back. It's good for, like, you got me in for the first 2 minutes, but it's like, it's not entertaining. Like, I would love to see, like, I would just love to see people be more entertaining than showing what they can do. Like, you probably definitely won't know who this group is, but there's this group called Two Set Violin, right? They're violin players. These dudes are so freaking entertaining, and they play the violin, and they show it off in a different way. Because they can easily sit down and just vlog what it's like in an opera, vlog their performances, but they're doing, like, funny challenges. Like they're just incorporating different things, and I think that's why they're doing so good on the platform of YouTube. What they're on right now, it's just a lot of people lack being entertaining, and they're relying on their skill, which isn't a bad thing. They're relying on their skill and their conflict and how they can cause conflict and mayhem.
Yeah.
Like I think they figured out the what you call it, the algorithm, how they say it. They figured out the algorithm. Like, all right, if I put Angry Hooper tries to fight me at the park, I'm clicking that Angry Hooper want to fight. Like I'm clicking on that, and the thumbnail, he got his hand on him, he pulled back like that, finna kill him. I'm gonna click on that, and I'm gonna click off in 2 minutes when I realize I don't care about the rest of the video. I only care about that little clip I saw. So I'm gonna skim through the video. That's what really happened. Then I'm gonna click off it. It's not entertaining. Like, bro, if I watch Cash 1v1, he gonna have the mic'd up. He gonna be talking. It's gonna be hilarious. He's gonna have some entertainment to it.
It's some value to who he is, and I think like with me, and I'll let you guys in on like some things that are coming from me now. I finally got a videographer down here who's gonna vlog just like some basketball. He does like basketball content for like 5-star recruits here in Texas, and so he's coming down to help me with my basketball content that I'm gonna be starting out doing. But like you just said, man, like it's not gonna be the same that you see. It's gonna be me mic'd up, and bro, I'm just gonna be acting a fool. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be acting a fool. I'm gonna be going through, and I told him, I was like, look, this is not trying to get back at someone. I'm gonna be playing at a LA Fitness, and I'm just gonna be goofing around. You know what I mean? There's probably gonna be regulars, that you see on the channel,
dude,
and it's gonna be fun and me being mic'd up. Like I'm a goofball on the court, so like I'm just gonna act the goofball on there. It does help that like I can hoop, but my main thing is not to, like you said, we destroyed X, Y, and Z at the park. Nah, bro, you gonna really see me like if we're not playing, the camera gonna be on me, and I'm gonna be talking to my homie about girls or why he don't like Chick-fil-A or weird, funny, goofy things.
Girls, because you ducked it earlier.
You know what I'm saying?
He ducked it earlier. Like we was gonna skip over that. Like he ducked it earlier. He ducked the complete question. Like he kind of just skimmed over and was like, yeah, this. So now we gonna what the girl situation look like? You said you in a situationship, but like was you in a situationship when the TikTok first started blowing up?
No, I was in a relationship when the TikTok first started blowing up.
I'm so sorry, dog.
So
I'm sorry.
Well, all right, so I'm gonna tell y'all something too. I think the game has changed over the course of the years because the TikTok, I mean, it's helped me. Like when you tell a girl you got 40,000.
Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking about what I want to talk. Hey,
it can help you out. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. So what you do? Yada yada. And then the content I make is more family friendly, more goofy stuff. So I'm like, I don't really want to like tell you what, especially like TikTok. I don't know. Maybe it's just like where we're at right now. But I felt like, for instance, like the hardcore flex, if you were like, yeah, I got like 40,000 on Instagram or something. Oh my God, I'm big flexing. So my DMs be flooded. Yeah, I'm lying. Hey, for sure, 210%. Yeah, you gonna get all the like big cap, but you know what I mean. Just like it's gonna look good, and that's past the eye test. So yeah, it don't really help you as much. It hadn't helped me as much as I wanted it to. But I'm in a little situationship, kind of handling things, figuring things out, man. But for sure, like I can talk about girls. I just gotta be, like I said, certain things I might have to be about.
Oh, trust me. We'll ask. We got some specific questions. Well, we're almost towards the end of this, so you can get back to what you were doing. Nah, I got a couple questions. Do you have one?
No.
Okay,
good.
I
want to hear what you have to say.
Blake.
Oh boy, here we go.
What's up?
I have to deal with him on the podcast.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I gotta deal with him lying every other second, like he don't do nothing.
I really don't even lie that much.
So there are certain things that I can't say or have to edit out.
Okay.
So I'm sorry for y'all listeners whenever y'all see a hard edit while we're talking about women.
When was the last thing you edited out?
Okay, Blake. So with these questions, I need you to be 100% because I'm not doing this.
Okay.
Transparency is my thing. Let's go. I'm with you.
Okay. Do you still fall asleep on the phone?
100%.
Do you be talking to her while she sleep? You talk her to sleep?
I mean, like a couple times, like when we first started, it was like, yeah, of course, you know. And then it's like, bro, like, I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? And like, you get those times where it's like, yeah, like I'll do it still. But for the most part, I think it's just like a comfort thing. Like we got like, you know, the girl that I was with, like we got to the point where it was like, we would do it. And or like, you know, I'd be on the phone with her and then she just kind of like fall asleep. And then I would just kind of hang up. So I'm like, all right, well, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
You're asleep, so I might as well just go. I mean, you know.
I'm saying, so why? So I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all still?
Hell nah.
See, the trick is you gotta put your phone on airplane mode so it disconnects. Be like, oh shoot, my Wi-Fi went out. I'm like, oh, sorry. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Y'all just put on airplane mode and let it disconnect. That's a pro move. That's a pro move. That's a pro move.
That's how you do it right there. That's how you do it. Yeah.
He put me on that method because also when back in high school. Actually, we just left high school, but in high school, yeah, I was falling asleep on the phone and it'd be like it got to the point to where I'd be like, I can't go to sleep if I don't hear your voice.
Oh, you wasn't rock. You was like,
I used to
tell them what you did
when I was in high school. Back when whatever grade it was,
a year ago,
I would we'd be on the game, and I'd get that, you know, that call incoming, and I would just shut off my Xbox, like no explanation. I just shut off my Xbox and go talk to her. So,
but and I knew me and his girlfriend, me and his ex went to the same school, and it was like I would sometimes ask him, be like, Can he be on the game for like 20 minutes longer? When you can you instead of calling him at 10:30, can you call him at like 11:15? It'd be 10:15. She call him. I'm like, that bitch.
Hey, bro, look, man, I done been where it's like, you know, because I'm, you know, I got my own place now, so you know, she pull up and
what she pull up and do?
Oh my god!
And like I'm not on the game, and then like. She do that thing where she just stare at you while you're on the game. So you feeling all this like energy and you can't even focus. You getting killed and shit. And you just like, well, god damn, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, so you just turn it off. You like, fuck it. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So nah, bro, hey man, I understand y'all. Like, I understand.
I wish you were here in Jacksonville with us now. Have you had a Capri Sun before?
Oh my god.
Huh?
Have you had a Capri Sun before?
You know, like the.
Oh, like the drink.
Yeah, I thought drink. What the hell you think about?
No, I thought he was like code wording like another like for something else. Yeah.
Not a drink.
I was scared. I was like, wait, what does he really mean? But yeah, of course, Capri Suns. Y'all grew up on those.
How you drink them?
Oh my god.
All right, so boom, you got the straw, right?
Yeah, we're not talking about how you suck on it. We're not talking about all that. Do you slurp it all in one take? Do you sip, put it down, come back to it a little later? How you drink it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So boom, so like I poked the straw in, and I used to fold the thing back, like on the hole, and just. Oh nah, you one of them, King.
That bro.
Yo,
I have given him a Capri Sun. I have watched him open it, take one sip, put it down. It's there for 20 minutes. No joke. He puts it down for 20 minutes and come back to it. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it before.
If you, bro, I'm telling you, Capri Suns are not made to be drunk in one slurp. Bro.
Yes, they are.
They are, bro.
They are.
They are, man. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta fold them things back down. Hey, man.
Can I throw them back? I'm not throwing back no Capri Sun.
Like they're shots, bro. It's just like it's just shot, bro. Just throw it back. Just do it.
Sugar shot. That's all it is, bro. You know, I'm with you, bro. Hey, Kim, you gotta get right, man. Mm-hmm. You gotta do it. Hey, one time on the pod, you gotta fold.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
So we had this thing. See, that's why. So when we start bringing guests in, how we just asked you the question, We're gonna ask him how to drink Capri Suns, and then we're gonna put him against him to see who drink it faster.
I'm gonna drink it in 2 seconds. It's gonna be gone.
So we're gonna have a little Capri
I like that.
Every guest gonna feel it. Every guest they're gonna have to do it. It's kind of like the ritual. Once you do that, you join the Centerfold, and once you join forever, when you join the first time, you here forever with us now. I'm sorry if you don't want to be our friend, but you tapped in with us now.
No, family, man. We always, hey, man, I love it. We family.
Like if we have a conversation about Capri Suns, we is family.
Yeah, man. I mean, of course, bro. Like exactly. Like family always has some conversations about things that, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, Capri Suns. Like I had a conversation with my homie about like how much sugar you put in Kool-Aid. I'm like, bro, stop putting that little bit of, no, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not finna go by what it says on the packet. I've never done that in my life. You know what I'm saying? We dump the sugar. What do you know what I mean? Like diabetes in a cup. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's what's up.
All right, this is the last question before we wrap it up, bro.
Okay.
Actually, 2 more.
I might got a couple too after this.
Oh, you got a couple?
I might got a couple, yeah.
Go ahead, run. If you got one now, you can run it off.
So
go ahead.
I know what it's gonna be.
I am. What's it gonna be?
No, just gonna say it.
All right. Well, I am like a super like basketball mind. I've been called. I've gotten a nickname called the analyst before. It happens. I see the game on all different levels. I just want to know who's your team?
My team? Oh goodness. To be completely transparent, I don't have a specific team that I enjoy, like, or that I have, like, I'm like, ride or die, I gotta watch this team. It's really like specific players. Like I have my favorite players that I like to kind of watch. And nowadays I feel like if you have a team, it's gonna switch because the players switch night and day. You know what I'm saying?
Not I. I'm a Pacers fan till I die.
So. A Pacers. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Who are your favorite players though?
My favorite players. So growing up, it was 200%. It was like Chris Paul. Like I couldn't get enough Chris Paul. Whatever. Now it's more so players that I can kind of model my game after, that I kind of like see myself like playing against. Does it have to be NBA? Because I have a couple of players that maybe you've never, like, they've been in NBA, but you might not have heard of them. You ever heard of Pierre Jackson?
I've heard of Pierre Jackson, yeah.
That is my favorite player, hands down. I just at that height, being able to do what he does is insane. I love Trae Young. I think I kind of model a lot of my game after Trae Young and just kind of how he maneuvers on the court, being that short and just kind of still being able to, do what he does.
He be spamming floaters. He spams floaters.
Dame time? Oh yeah. We are big fans of Dame on this podcast for sure.
Bro.
Yeah.
Dame time, bro. I think that's probably my favorite player to watch at the guard position. I mean, yeah, I like Curry. I love Curry and he's great, but sometimes like he does things I'm just like, how did he make that?
Yeah.
How did he make that? But I do like to try to take certain things and certain moves from Curry sometimes that I'll be watching. And I've really grown to love Devin Booker's game. So those are probably my favorite.
You guys have a player in common with Devin Booker.
We do have a player in common.
Yeah.
How you feel about DeJounte Murray?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god, bro.
I think DeJounte Murray, in my opinion, when he got drafted, he was one of my players. I was like, he's gonna be a stud, right? He's gonna be a star because he has everything but his jumper. That's the only thing that makes me just like it. And he never got it. That's the problem with him. Like he just never developed his jumper, and I think that's killing him. Honestly, he's 6'5" or 6 whatever. He's tall, super lanky, has a handle. He just can't shoot the rock, and
stupid.
Yeah, and I think that's just killing him more so than ever now that, he's in his 4th or 5th league or 4th or 5th year in the league. And, you can't be that bad at shooting and not have something to back it up to kind of like add to it. Like Rondo, can't shoot, but his passing ability has kept him in the league.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah, like DeJounte doesn't have that, or he's not Ben Simmons where he's like 6'10", and then Ben Simmons gets on my nerves too because he's like
Ben Simmons like a whole different other thing.
Yeah, but like even so, he's 6'10", he's fast, he can dribble, he can pass. DeJounte doesn't have that skill set, so it's like, bro, you got to have something to where they can come up and you can use what you're great at. So, but I love DeJounte Murray. I think if he gets that shot right, he's got something serious. So.
I think that man is good. But about Ben Simmons, real quick, you saw what Shaq had said about him?
No, what did he say?
Shaq was saying like the people he has around him right now, like they need to tell him what is real. Like, you can't shoot. You need to work on your game. He was really just like going in on him, low key, kinda.
Well, the entire internet's going after Ben Simmons, so.
But like to hear like Shaq shit, it's like, okay, maybe he'll hopefully work on his game, because like I don't understand how it's been like 4 or 5 years in the league and
he hasn't really changed up his game like at all.
Like, you look at Lonzo, Lonzo got a whole different shot in the season and no one really talked about it. But yeah, we talk about Ben Simmons, who can't shoot, and we're having the same conversation we've been having since he got in the league. Oh, his shot's gonna be iffy. So I think.
Wait, like you said, his team, because I don't know. I'm gonna tell you a story about Ben Simmons, which you guys probably don't know. Ben Simmons, when he committed to LSU, there was a time where he told his maybe his teachers or his coach, something like that, I can't remember, that he wasn't gonna go to class. He didn't need to because he knew he was gonna be the number 1 pick in the draft. And they still passed him and let him go through. Right. That was the story that I was told. Like I said, we can fact check it. I don't know the full details, but I was told that he was like, I'm not going to class. For what? I'm the best player on the team. Y'all need me. Mm-hmm. And I think that because he is so physically gifted, he just gets by. He gets what he wants. He's able to kind of do the things. Yeah. And he never really had to really put in that time to say, okay, like, I need to work on this. I need this to be something that is in my repertoire. It's just, hey, I'm physically gifted. Everybody else can suck it.
Yeah.
And I think that mentality, I think that's partially the reason we can get that mentality. Obviously, I don't know Ben Simmons, but we can look at a pattern. Like you guys said, he got in the league and they were like, he's 6'8" when he got in the league or something like that. And he grew to like 6'10", or maybe he's like 7 foot now, something wild like that. And so he's already physically got all the capabilities. Nobody can really guard him if they step up on him because he's so fast. And he, like you said, he has both hands, mm-hmm. and his passing ability is insane. So he's probably just thinking like, I already got everything. I don't really need to work hard as much as other people. And that's true. Like, he doesn't necessarily have to work as hard. But the problem is that mentality of, I can just sit on my butt and still be better than most of you guys, versus putting in that hour, those hours to be better and to do the things that I know my team needs. So yeah, I think it's a mentality thing personally. So I kind of agree with Shaq is saying is, if you just think that you're just the shit.com and you're not putting in that work, we're going to have this thing where we're going to keep saying the same things. And it's like, bro, because that's why everybody's upset. Think about it. Nobody's upset if he was a scrub or not necessarily a scrub, but if he wasn't producing what he was doing, it's because he's Ben Simmons and you're the number 1 pick. Like,
yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm agreeing with that.
All right.
Your questions, you got it.
You got one more?
No.
Last topic before we let you go.
Okay, I'm listening.
What's that go-to move?
My go-to move?
Because you like 5'5"?
Yeah. I'm like 5'4", 5'5". Yeah.
So are those shoes on without shoes?
With
think about this.
Shoes, I'm like 5'4.5". And then with shoes on, or without shoes, excuse me, I'm like 5'4" and a half, and then without them or with them on, I'm 5'5".
Okay. Good, and then you add on the fact that you got 40,000, so you really 5'6". Anyways, so what's the move to, like, you see a girl and you're like, yeah, I need that. What's the move? Like, how you picking her up?
Oh, picking her up? Oh man, I have a pickup line, guys. It's undefeated, right? And I don't even care if a girl's seeing this; it's still gonna work. So I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Hold on. I need to get a notepad out real quick. Hold on.
It don't fail. 200%, right? And I'm gonna tell you exactly why, right? This day and age, right? Girls kind of figured out,
niggas ain't shit.
not even that. It's like, it's more so like when they get hit on, they better handle it, right? They kind of better handle it. So the best way to get into a girl's inner matrix, like to get her to talk to you or whatever, is to come off like almost as if like you need assistance, or there's something of her, or like she can help you, or hey, like just conversation. You need to be in the conversation, boom, off rip, versus hey, I think you're cute, yada yada yada. Because at that point, it could be a hit or miss depending on the situation. Are y'all at the club? Are y'all in school after club? Like it all depends. So like you just gambling. My shit, it never failed. Never failed, right?
I'm waiting on this one.
So boom. So here's what I do. If I think the girl's interesting, right, or I'm interested in her, and reason why it's never failed, because girls are never like, at least to me, I've never met a girl that's just been like an asshole. So here's what I do. I go up to her and I go, hey, this is always my bag, always. Hey, so my phone is like kind of tweaking. Can you tell me where the nearest, let's just anything, Chick-fil-A. Can you tell me where the nearest Chick-fil-A is? Oh yeah, it's down the street. Boom, 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 to the left, to the left. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Are you from around here? Boom. Every time after that, I got the conversation started. So now she's like, okay, well, yeah, I'm from around here. Yada yada yada. Are you? Well, no, you can say, yeah, I'm not really from around here, whatever the case may be. But now you in the, why y'all looking like that? What y'all mean? Y'all talking to her? Y'all not rocking?
I'm into it, honestly.
Because I know I'm gonna try it out tomorrow.
Okay. And then tell me how it goes.
I'm gonna try it out tomorrow.
Just listen to me.
I go.
You gotta initially get in there talking to her, seeing how she is, right? The reason why it typically worked for me, the one times, like more times than not, when it's like you get the number, is I'm like, hey, I'm in a hurry, whatever case may be, you tell me where the nearest, yada yada. And most of the time they'll be like, hey, I'll just text it to you, or I'll just send it to you. Now you got the number. Now you can text her.
Yo, them Texas girls must be doing that, because what the fuck that shit ain't in Florida? That is not no Florida shit. Bro, first of all, he's gonna lie whatever he says he's going to lie. So I'll answer the question. Unless you're gonna tell the truth.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so we just acknowledge the fact that he was gonna lie his way through the question.
Just say what you're gonna say.
That shit right there will not work with these Florida girls.
You want to try it?
I'm gonna try it.
You want to try it first, but before you judge on it?
These Florida girls are ruthless. They're not as ruthless as them Indiana girls. You gonna talk about that? So notice how I can bring up. Go ahead.
When
all right, basically, I'm not gonna try it, right? I'm gonna try it, but I just don't know how successful it's gonna be, cause these Florida girls, they don't be entertaining no bullshit unless you got something real to offer, unless you got something materialistic to offer. They don't want no conversation. Well, what the bag looking like?
Okay, but you got to think about it like that. Like, you're not initially coming off as, hey, like, what's good? Whoop. You're coming off of, hey, I need some help. Can you help me out? Boom, boom, boom. Now you get into conversation with her. She gonna open up. Like, she gonna open up to you because she's not viewing you like you said. Like, they know how to handle. Hey, ma, you cute. Like, hey, I think you're really beautiful. All of that. It don't matter how nice you say it, whatever. They kind of know. Like, all right, boom. He's saying I'm cute. Whatever. I know that. All right, boom. Bye. Thank you. I appreciate it. Whatever. You're not coming off like that. You coming off as, hey, I need some help. Whatever the case may be. And she's now like, okay, let me help you. You help, she helps you. You go, hey, so you from around here? Yeah, I say, you? Yeah, I'm from yada, 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 but I'm just getting into X, Y, Z. You gotta okay, so here's the problem with it. The con of this is you're lying a little bit, right? You're lying
all the fucking time. Why would I tell the truth?
Exactly. Okay, so boom, so we're cool. We're good with lying.
We good with that. Yeah, we lying.
Right. So we lying a little bit because we're like, hey, like, I'm trying to fill it out. Yeah, I'm from whatever, yada yada. You get her laughing a little bit, talking about whatever. She's like, you be like, yeah, like I don't understand. Yada. I'm like, you like it down here? Yeah, it's kind of like, but now she's talking to you. So now you can be like, hey, well, however you want to end it, or like I said, if we line a little bit, hey, X, Y, and Z, I'm not gonna be around. You mind if I get your Snapchat or get your number? You seem like real cool people. So when I, come down here, whatever, you gotta kind of have a mouthpiece. So I would say practice, right? Because if you come in like stuttering or iffy, it could mess it up.
Yeah.
Right. So you do have to come in there and be like, yeah, like, you know, I'm not really from around here, but like I said, if I see that you're really good people, if I come around, you think I can get your Snapchat or whatever, we kind of like connect. Most of the time, yeah, sure. What? You got the snap now. Boom. Right. Then you can come and say, hey, you be like, hey, look, well, I kind of gotta, when you do it more like not necessarily mandatory, but you kind of like on a crunch time, it makes it way more like, oh, okay, I'll do it. Cause then it's like she's not really taking a risk.
Now I see.
It's, hey, I'm gonna do it. If it's cool, it's cool. If it isn't, it is what it is. That's what you want to create, that leverage. Because now it's like, hey, I don't really got too much time left. You mind if you want to X, Y, and Z? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go out. We can meet at a public spot, Starbucks, whatever you want to do. Cool. You get there, y'all talking, you getting the, you know what I'm saying? Look, if we being real, right? Depending on whatever your intentions, and I'm gonna leave that to Keem. I'm gonna leave that to both of y'all. Whatever y'all intentions are, right? Boom. You can play that with the conversation, right? Boom, boom, boom. Now you in there. Now you kind of got that leverage to whatever you want. Because now you can be like, hey, like if you really like her, you can just continue to talk to her. And then if she's feeling your vibe, you can bring it up like this. Well, look, hey, I have something really important to tell you. She's like, what? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they're gonna say. Right. And then you go, boom. So I kind of haven't been fully honest with you. And you go, what are you talking about? She's like, I really thought you were really beautiful. And that's kind of why, like, you know, I just kind of wanted to kind of talk to you, feel you. And at that point, you created that, like, that kind of, like, what do you call it? Camaraderie, you know, that rapport.
Yeah,
where she's like, oh my goodness, are you serious? Yada, yada. She's not going to be like, nigga, she gonna just pick up on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's like, oh, that's really sweet. Yada, yada, yada. And now because think about it. You get two answers. Hey, you cute. Oh, I got a boyfriend. No, you don't. You don't have a boyfriend, right? You just think I'm a weirdo thinking you saying you beautiful. Or it's, thank you, yada, yada, yada. Or like I said, I don't know how you say how it is in Florida. They might just go full, like, nigga, get out my face. I don't know.
That's what they're doing. That's what they do.
Damn. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You create the talking phase first because they're not going to come off no type of way. Like, I promise you, if it do, I'll stand corrected. But if you can get in there and say, hey, look, I'm just coming to talk X, Y, and Z, kind of show off like your personality, kind of get a vibe for her. Because for real, at this point, you create a 50-50 playing field, right? Because now if she can't really talk, or if she kind of rolling her eyes or whatever, and it's like not what you thought it was, now you like, all right, I'm out. Like, all right, well, I appreciate your help. Ooh, nah. You know what I mean? But, or if you know, she's sweet or whatever, you kind of create that leverage. And most girls, like I said, if you say it with confidence, just say whatever you want to say with confidence, regardless if you're not or not, or you're not confident or not. Like, if you say it, they'll be like, oh, okay, cool. So
here's the thing. I've been keeping track. So basically, him and Caleb, they done both use the word confidence, bro. They done both use the word confidence. So we're actually logging. We asked the guests. We asked the guests all the same three questions. The same three questions.
Right.
The girl situation, the Capri Sun, and this one. So y'all said basically the same thing. The approach was different, but the confident thing y'all both said, y'all both used that word. So
right,
we're gonna keep note of that.
I feel like you gotta see, and it's just me. Like I said, everybody kind of got their own little way of, you know, talking to it, or, you know, getting the number or whatever the case may be. If I like talking to you to see a vibe, I do. You know what I mean? Once I talk to you and I see, hey, I'm liking you or whatever, then I'll say, cool. Like, hey, you mind if I, you know, we go out to X, Y, Z? I don't ever mind saying it in a nice way. Because most of the time it'll be like, oh, he seems like a good guy. But if you say it like, hey, you know, you don't say it like very comforting to her, she gonna be like, all right, nah, like, I'm not rocking. So yeah, bro, just say it with confidence. Say it like, hey, you know, say it like you ain't, if you can't say it with quote unquote confidence, say it like you ain't got shit to lose. Like, hey, dead ass, think about it. If you say like, hey, like, you know, I'm not in town, but I really want to see you, but if not, it's cool, whatever the case may be, whatever your approach is. And you say like, hey, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. It might create that more incentive to be like, oh, okay, why not? You know, like if he don't seem like but if you make it seem like, hey, I need to talk to you, she gonna be like, I'm not really, you could be crazy. You know what I mean? And it's not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We putting this on a little bit.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all come talk to me, bro. I'm like the young old nigga. That's who I am sometimes. I'm like the young old nigga, yeah.
It's been great having you on this podcast, bro. You now part of the Centerfold, so now you can tell your people you got a documentary and you're part of the Centerfold podcast. You're always welcome back here whenever, bro.
Yeah, bro. I gotta come back and see y'all, man. This is fun. This is what I needed, bro. Like, you guys are fun, and I think what I'm gonna do on my spare time, bro. I honestly, guys, like I be so busy, but on my spare time, I think I'm gonna just watch all y'all's episodes, man, and kind of continue. As I continue to grow, man, I'm gonna continue to kind of put people onto you guys, man. Because like I said, we're fans.
Thanks, Brody.
For sure.
Are you gonna be going to the house the 25th? You gonna be there?
Nah, I won't. I got some other things I got set up here. Like I said, the videographer, he's coming on the 30th of this month. And I got to be there for that. I got a couple family birthdays, so I'm not gonna be able to make it. But I'm definitely gonna be in tune. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch. Okay. So.
Would you be at the? Are you gonna come to another house? Are you gonna try to make to the one after this?
So, yeah. Like Jeremy actually hit me. He DM'd me about, I want to say about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, and he was supposed to come down here to Dallas, and we were supposed to link there. It's just I think, what was I was working. You know what I mean? I wish I had the schedule to not work, but I was doing my thug thizzle in the job, and so I missed them. But we talked about getting a documentary or getting something set up like that I'm gonna do. Yeah, so I want to get all of them, man. The whole house, Dre, Trey, and we can all do something big, man. So
that'd be dope.
You know, soon. But just know, regardless, like I always, you know, when people say I'm working behind the scenes, my phrase is I'm loading the clip up. Like
I saw that. Pre-posted that earlier.
I'm loading the clip, bro. Like I'm gonna have content for you guys. Like this is what I do, bro. So I'm always working, always trying to make sure that I'm, you know, getting some fire shit out to y'all. So yeah, man, stay tuned.
All right, bro. Any special person you want to shout out?
You keep trying to do that.
Nah, man. Nah, if I say any more, man.
I'm not doing anything.
Bro, you really keep trying to
podcast because I'm gonna go for an hour. I'm gonna put the mic down.
All right, that was episode 32 of the Centerfold Podcast. Thank you for joining us, Blake. That was a fun conversation. From here at the Centerfold Podcast, I was your host, Andrew Osmanith, and as always, I was joined by
Keem Features.